Hello to all the Vault Dwellers and the peoples of Nindalore. I'm back again with another mod drop. It has been a really long time since I dropped a mod for Fallout 4. I have been doing a metric shit ton of Skyrim mods for the last few months, and I kinda got burned out with Skyrim, so I decided to switch over to Fallout 4. One of my greatest Fallout 4 mods was Mighty Clean Settlements, but it was, however, incomplete. Then I got burned out on it. So I decided that now, in 2022, I am going to rebuild the MCS series, one mod at a time. Before we get to this mod, let's get this YouTube stuff out of the way. If you enjoy the content, make sure to smash that like button. Then use that share button underneath the video to share the video on your social media. And hey, leave a comment on the video. Turns out those things help out the channel a great deal with the YouTube algorithm, which is designed to suppress smaller content creators like myself. And oh yeah, doing those things is completely free. If you want to support the channel directly, check the description and use the Ko-Fi link to do a one-time tip or join as a tiered monthly member. Otherwise, click that join button or that thanks button below the video. Okay, that's out of the way. Also, stay tuned for the end of the video for important information about load order and upcoming projects. So let's get to this mod. Roll that intro.
Park the car in the yard? How about I hammer you in the heart with a haymaker?
Okay guys, so you might be asking what this mod is. Well, going with the theme that I started with Mighty Clean Settlements, I decided to redo my Sanctuary Cleanup mod. I did it a little differently this time, however. We all know what to expect when we first exit the vault. It's 200 years after the nuclear war, and we expect shit to be fucked up. So we head back to our home in Sanctuary. On the way there, we realized that we dropped the key to the basement outside our house. And amazingly, 200 years later, it is still there. So go ahead and pick that shit up because you're gonna need it. As we approach the street of Sanctuary, we realize that it seems that the nuclear blast seemingly had not touched Sanctuary at all. When we head for our old home, we find Codsworth, our robot butler, looking as if he has not been idle, even taking the time to maintain his own personal upkeep. But his mental state is still quite fragile.
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing! And don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car! How do you polish rust?
After we speak to Codsworth, it proceeds as usual with us following him to go kill some bugs. And this is where it sort of departs from what we are used to. I've tried to figure out exactly what the deal is that causes Codsworth not to proceed to the next house after he says, "Follow me!" But I'll be damned if I can figure it out. He just kind of floats there waiting for us. I like to think that he has had some sort of malfunction. Thanks to the old CPU, as it were. Everything proceeds normally, and after you deal with the flies in the other house, you can go back to Codsworth and speak with him. This minor glitch solved, everything proceeds normally, and we go ahead and clear out the rest of Sanctuary of bugs.
Thanks for trying, Codsworth. You can't keep up, sir. What about the city? Concord is nearby. Well, the people there are
with these people already.
Oh, good. Maybe you'll get along then, and they can help you find young Sean. I shall remain here and secure the home front.
As we saw from the previous snippets of video, all of Sanctuary has been cleaned up. I like to think that Codsworth actually did more than just keep a couple of bushes trimmed. And he actually did his damn job of keeping everything in Sanctuary neat and tidy, spending those 200 years making Sanctuary ready for people if they ever showed back up to reclaim this abandoned subdivision. We know from dialogue that Codsworth didn't stay just in Sanctuary, but also went into Concord, maybe in search of fuel for his thruster. Anyway, I did account for the disappearance of all the junk, trash, and debris that I removed from Sanctuary. When you open the workshop, you will see that the resources have been increased. Also, I placed the special book and the Grognak comic on the workbench too. So you guys aren't going to lose those. One of the things you'll notice when building in Sanctuary is that the buildable area is greatly increased, both in area and height. I'm not really all that skilled in making new workshop borders, so it has been effectively disabled. The new build area covers most of the island, plus the river, to just past the Old North Bridge, which I also replaced. The gaps in the nav mesh have been fixed, as there are actually a couple of small issues with it in the vanilla game. The entire settlement is fully nav meshed and working properly, so you won't have your settlers getting lost and shit. Sorry guys, I can't fix them just acting plain stupid though. The 3 settlement attack markers have been moved out of the build area, though the direction of the attacks remains the same. I'd actually considered putting a wall around the entire thing, but experience has taught me that raiders and the rest tend to ignore such things, and they just teleport through walls to continue their raids. Yeah, way to go, Todd. That immersion, just that fucking immersion, man. Now for something very important. If you stuck around the whole video, this is a good thing, because now we're going to talk about load order. This Sanctuary mod suffers from the same affliction as all other settlement cleanup mods do. They are highly load order dependent, usually being required at or near the bottom of your load order. In any case, armor mods, weapon mods, and clothing mods shouldn't have any effect on my mod. Only those mods which change settlements and modify the base game master file will have an effect. So if you load this mod up into a new game, which I highly recommend, and you find yourself in a messy Sanctuary, then it's a good bet you need to move the mod in your load order. Okay, so you have been warned about that. So don't come crying to me if it doesn't work and you haven't checked your load order. So that's about it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Did you actually make it this far in the video? Well, leave a comment below and let me know that you are not a chem-addicted Chihuahua puppy. And yes, the other settlements are going to be coming one at a time. As soon as I get them all done, I will be releasing the entire set for the PC in a faux mod. That way you guys can pick and choose the ones you want, as well as some other custom settlements added into the mix, like the old MCS had, but those will be standalone as well. Again, thanks for watching. So until next time, guys, remember, keep your powder dry, shoot straight, rookie, and always remember that war never changes.